Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 31st of October for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you the broad strands to look out for, but please stay with me. I will then go through each of the zodiac signs from Aries through to Pisces to give them in forensic detail to you. Now this week begins with Mercury having moved into the sign of Scorpio, where it joins with the Sun and also Venus. So this adds to the depth of potential intrigue and intensity that this combination provides. Of course, Venus technically in detriment in the sign of Scorpio, but also we've got a quarter moon this week in the sign of Aquarius, which of course is very much about logic, and this energy in Scorpio very much more about deep feelings, where we're most invested, what we share with others, and also the potential for transformation. But the two rulers of the sign of Scorpio are forging a quincunx, a 150-degree angle, which is really quite testing. Pluto in the sign of Capricorn, very much to do with traditions, and Mars now in retrograde in the sign of Gemini to do with everyday communication. So it's going to be important to understand what our motivations are this week and also the motivations of others. But Mercury can be a real ace in the pack here because it's encouraging us to get beneath the surface, to really decode what's truly meant. And that's going to prepare us ready for that absolutely potent total lunar eclipse, which starts the beginning of the week following this one. Now, before I go on to share each of the 12 zodiac signs, if you'd like to discover what year 2023 will hold for you personally, if you give me 3 pieces of personal birth data of time, date and place of birth, I can give you your forecast for next year, but you can get the rest of 2022 free. Plus in my special package, my roadmap, character analysis, will give you also stunning insights of some of the patterns that have repeated themselves in your life thus far, for good or bad, but help you to understand them much more intimately. Please see the link below for more. And if you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you would subscribe. But if you're an ongoing viewer, thank you so much for all your support. So Gemini, your week commencing the 31st of October forecast sees Mars in your sign, now in a retrograde, but also Mercury, your ruler, move into the most precise part of your situation, the 6th house. And that's actually going to be an enormous asset because Mars going retrograde but continuing its square with Neptune right through to the end of November can really cause some issues in terms of clarity. Perhaps also your natural drive could seem to just get a bit bogged down. Maybe your idealism will be challenged in some kind of way by the harsh realities. But what Mercury can do, although it can be a little bit of a brittle influence, it can help you to actually concentrate and see the small significant steps, those marginal gains you can make by making some changes which do help to reform your situation to make it run as efficiently as possible. So whereas Mars is very much to do with your desire as an individual and Neptune about how you link with the wider world, the clue for this week really is to get to grips with those everyday details, and by doing that you can really have an opportunity to reform something, to get a greater analysis of what's really requiring your attention at this time. Now later this week, Mercury, your ruler, is very close to the Sun. And if you are looking for a new job at this time, don't be surprised if you find yourself attracted towards a role that is a job that provides services or gives help to people in some kind of way. And in actual fact, the way you can portray yourself or show your craft can be very positive. The key with the quarter moon which occurs is not to try too hard. It's going to be important therefore this week to prioritise, and unfortunately it may be the slightly less sexier parts of life that are going to require your greatest attention.